Hello, this is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Mobile Weekly / Mobile Q&A. We go over all latest news that happened during the week of mobile and answer your questions live. Hey guys, so first off, I will say I do apologize for Wednesday. I had to watch my daughter and just could not. I was so booked on time that I honestly forgot about Mobile Weekly on Wednesday, and it was just because it's new on Wednesdays. So I do apologize for that. So I wanted to do a special Mobile Weekly today on Sunday at 9 p.m. Got off of work, got on the computer, haven't had dinner yet. Hopefully I'll have it after. But yeah, so just wanted to do this video and let's talk about the news. So the first big news topic of today is what every other YouTuber pretty much got wrong. Alright, let's get to this article because it has gotten clickbaited like crazy over this past week, and I want to put an end to this BS. Alright, so first off, the big thing about this article is that Samsung is set to unveil the foldable phone this year. That's not what he said. That's not what DJ Ko said. Okay, so it's a big thing. So this article comes from CNBC. They are the main source of this article. There was other word that it was coming from ET News, which is a Korean news outlet in Korea, and it really just was like a whole bunch of stuff. So let's put this straight. He said that we would get more details on it. That is what he actually said. He said that you would find out more about the device this year. Did not say it would launch, and to their credit, they did not say that at the end. They did not say that. He did not say that it would be launched this year, even though your title is greatly misleading, and which led every other YouTuber to mislead on this. Basically, but no, it is not going to be a full-on launch or when it takes place or when it might go on sale, as again was mentioned. So at the developer conference, we have seen interfaces before, and that's what he meant. He meant that we were going to see the interface of how a bendable screen works. It is not going to be launched this year. It will still be launched next year, but the interface of the device will be unveiled this year. This has happened before with the Galaxy Watch, or at the time the Gear Watches. The Gear S line was unveiled, the interface of it was unveiled at this same developer conference, and then the watch released later on. This again has happened with Tizen phones. Interface shown there, released later. This has happened at the developer conference before. It is not anything new. It is just a really big new device. So everything that I've heard from my sources in Samsung Korea have told me that yes, the interface will be shown, and that's what they are hoping to do. Everyone there has said it's too early to show a prototype because that part isn't still worked out yet. And considering we're 2 months away, I think it's a bit too early to say again that it will be done, especially when he himself did not say that. So this is a big thing that, again, I blame CNBC for the way they wrote it. Then everyone else just went with that and be like, oh, it's going to be unveiled, it's going to be shown, it's going to be, you know, the launch could happen. We're not saying that it won't, but we're not saying that it isn't. And again, I just think it was really, the way this was done was just not the way to do it. But yes, so will we see the interface and how this concept will work? Yes. Could you see an idea of it just like we did? Remember, I unveiled like a possibility of what the S9 could be before launch when Samsung released a Samsung display video, and it showed like an all-screen phone. It wasn't the actual phone we got for the S9, but it was the look of an all-display phone, and the interface is what we got. So again, it might not be the exact way the phone will look, but we will see the interface and how it operates. So there you go. I really wanted to clarify that because, again, I just think it was mishandled all around. All right, now that we got that part out of the way, and again, all the sources pointed to that article. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get to the Galaxy S10 because, oh man, was there some news on that this week. So the big thing about the S10 is that as far as right now, it looks like the 5G version might not come everywhere. And if it does, it looks like it might not necessarily be at launch. Now, this is really interesting. So, according to sources, basically, that 5G might only be released in Korea. Now, this could be because of Korea's standards of 5G versus the US's standards of 5G, and how they might not work perfectly together. You know, the 5G is something new. It might not be standardized in how everyone does it. Just like there's different LTE bands across the board, there might be different 5G bands, and these might conflict, it looks like. Samsung is building the towers for 5G in Korea, but they are not building the towers in the US. So again, this might be the reason why. But again, it's too early to tell. We won't be able to tell till November, it looks like, really. But as of right now, this is going to be interesting if there is a 5G version later, which honestly would make me quite upset if Samsung did at least not say this at launch. But it's really, really interesting. Let me know what you guys think. If February came around and Samsung released the Galaxy S10 and told you in June the 5G version will come out at the announcement, would you then wait for the 5G version or would you just get the current version? Let me know in the comment section down below, because if we get something like that, I think could be very troublesome. And at the same time, how upset would you be if the Galaxy S10 does not have 5G? Let me know in the comment section. I'm really curious of how many people really care about 5G on their smartphone next year. Or is it not as big of a deal to you to have it 5G the first year 5G is starting to roll out? Let me know in the comment section. Alright, now we got two big leaks for the OnePlus 6T, and it's really, really great news, to be honest. I am looking so forward to this device. I'm honestly thinking about selling my OnePlus 6 already, just because I do not know when this device is going to be announced and come out. But I definitely want to upgrade to this. So I am thinking about, I will probably sell my OnePlus 6. Honestly, I'm probably going to sell it after the iPhone comes out and before the Pixel comes out, because I feel like if I wait till October, I think that's when we should expect the OnePlus 6T. But this is a big difference about it. The biggest difference to me is easily going to be that, one, you have a fingerprint scanner in the display, and two, you have a huge improvement on the camera, especially in low light, which is the biggest issue in my testing with the OnePlus 6, has been the low light quality is just not there. It easily got beat by the Samsung Note 9 and other phones, and it really is all the difference. But with this one, it will have a 12 megapixel f1.5 aperture camera, which is on par with the Note 9. So it would be really interesting to see if it has that much of an improvement all around there. You are also going to have a 25 megapixel front camera, which is again very interesting to see how good the front camera will come along. But this box does indicate that yes, you will have a fingerprint scanner on the display, which I'm very interested to see the first one in the US come, especially if it does reportedly, as stated, go to T-Mobile. It will be the first mainstream flagship sold in stores with a fingerprint scanner in the display, and that is huge. Then we also have the big thing of the looking at the cameras and how they will look. Again, I'm very curious to see how this triple camera setup would work and just how good it will be. I'm very curious on it. I'm really just interested to see how this will all work and how good of a camera we're actually going to get. Also, I am much happier with this notch than the notch on the OnePlus, even though I have stated many times the OnePlus does a much better job of the notch than LG, than the Essential phone, or than the iPhone ever did. So they really are doing the best job with the notch of hiding it. So yeah, really curious to see this phone. What do you guys think about this OnePlus 6T? If this phone comes out for the similar price of the OnePlus 6, is this going to be your next phone? Let me know in the comment section. Alright, then we also have the big news on the official name for the big iPhone. The iPhone XS Max? Really? Y'all just want to keep spitting on Steve Jobs' grave, don't you? Like, it is just so bad. The things that Apple does, like Steve Jobs would just hate. He was such a perfectionist. And the things that Apple has been doing lately is just really, like, this is a stupid name. I mean, really? Are we going to get the iPad Max too? Because that was a tampon joke from the longest time. Like, it's just, I can't believe the things that Apple's doing now. By the way, the biggest thing I said that Steve Jobs would roll over in his grave the first time is the fact that you get lightning headphones on an iPhone that you have no way of connecting to a MacBook. Because if there's one thing Steve Jobs said was things not making sense, and this just does not make sense. To me, this would sound silly, it would be silly. I hope Apple doesn't do it, but again, we're gonna find out Wednesday. We'll do a live show on Wednesday covering this, of course. So yeah, we're gonna watch it live and see how it turns out. All right, in other news, the Razer Phone 2 is supposed to come out this year, and I, for one, absolutely love the Razer Phone last year. I did think that the LCD was a bit dull. I loved the higher refresh rate on the screen though. I really did love that. And I'm very excited to see what Razer comes up with this year. But one thing they're going to come up with is their signature thing that I really was disappointed wasn't on the Razer Phone. Or rather, I didn't even get the green backing one. So that was one thing I was disappointed in myself. But it looks like they're finally going to get the chroma key on there. If you're not familiar with Razer's chroma key, it basically means that you're going to be able to turn the symbol on the back to any color you want, which is going to look awesome. It's going to look amazing. And I, for one, can't wait for that. But in other news, we are getting some specifics on the Razer Phone itself. And it does look like it will be a Snapdragon 845 along with 8 gigs of RAM, 512 storage, as it has been shown in Antutu to really show that off. And the curiosity is how it's going to be on battery life. We are expecting over 4,000 milliamp battery, which is really impressive. And again, it really is interesting to see what they are going to do with the display, as that one is a big thing that I think if they can fix the brightness and the vibrancy of the display, it will be great. And if they can up the camera quality, that will be great. So those are the two things that we hope to see. Again, Razer Phone was one of the biggest things that I did love about it. It was the first phone, at least that I can remember easily, that supported Qualcomm 4.0 quick charge. It was the fastest charging phone that I had had. It did actually charge faster than the OnePlus in terms of percentage to me. The OnePlus, of course, had a smaller battery, so it was kind of hard to compare them side by side, but it really charged fast, and it lasted longer as well. All right, then the last bit of news for the day is going to be that the Google Pixel event is official for October 9th in New York. Google, I haven't got my invite. Let me know, guys, should we do a whole thing, a video again of like, hey, Google, if you send us to New York, we'll give away a Pixel? Because I will totally do that if they send us. If Google sends us to New York, we will totally do a Pixel. But let me know if you guys think we should do that video again. But yeah, can't wait to see what the Pixel 3 offers. I think it is funny that Google Home just went off. I think it is funny that Google has reached out to YouTubers. No, they did not reach out to me. To stop to basically talk about not bashing the notch. And I thought that was kind of interesting because like they're going to use that and kind of you know, make light of it at their event. But I think all in all, it's really just like, you guys messed up. You shouldn't have had this big notch, and I don't think there's a way they can spin it to be good, but we'll have to wait and see. Alright guys, now let me get to your questions in the comment section. Again, if you have a question you want to ask, just ask it in the comment section down below and I will answer it before the end of the show. Ricky, good to have you back on Sunday night. I wish it was permanent. It might be in a couple of months. In 2 months, we'll see what how this will turn out. But as of right now, the reason why I never changed the banner was because I was never sure if I was going to keep this part-time job because weekends really mess me up to work. So YouTube grows exponentially over the holiday season. A lot more advertisers pay money, so the revenue is much better than the rest of the year. So I am thinking about bringing it back to Sundays in the next coming month in October, after I make more money with this. So we'll have to wait and see, but yeah, we will have to wait and see. How are you? Tired and a little hungry. I'm hearing the Galaxy S10 will be announced at CES 2019. Yes, we've reported that a couple times. And there will be 2+ models of 4G and 5G. Right now, we really don't know about the 5G, as sources are saying right now that the 5G might only be released in Korea. But again, it is a new technology that Samsung is trying to figure out, and that's why we don't know yet, because they're still trying to figure it out. Great to see you on Sunday. It's great to have the show back on Sunday. I really did miss it. Foldable phone price, any idea? 1,500. 1,500, I would say, is going to be a safe bet for the price of the foldable phone. Yeah. I would say at the very least 12, but it's going to be 1,200 at the very least, and I would say 1,500 is going to be where it hits. I have a Note 9. What kind of phone case screen protectors do you use and why? I do flip between different cases. So right now I just put on the Tech 21 case after I had the Fusion X for a while, and I also had the Spec Grip for a while. So I'm flipping between some cases right now. The other thing is I do have our White Stone, my favorite screen protector. The only screen protector I put on my phone is the White Stone curved glass screen protector. We did an entire video on it. Go check out that video. I go over why I like it so much and talk about the differences between that screen protector and other ones. So definitely check that video out on the channel, because yeah, it's the only one I use on my smartphones now. I'm like, I'm done. Why use other ones when that one works so perfectly? So yeah. What's going to be the smartphone of this year? Well, our Note 9 review is coming this week with a hilarious video, and you'll know it because it has a hilarious thumbnail. So that is coming this week, so that will be the first, I would say, serious contender for flagship of the year, or phone of the year, really. So yeah, wait and see. Hey, it's still 1:15 p.m. What? Oh yeah, well it's not 1:15 actually. I know you guys can't see it clearly, but when I zoom into the image, it is actually past the 3. So it's always 1:16 in the YouTube space, in the YouTube Tech Guy's house. And if you haven't got these mugs or these shirts, you should probably check out the merch store, just saying. The Apple Watch 4 will be a hot item at launch, not the iPhone. Why would you think the Apple Watch 4 would be a hot item? I'm just curious, because I don't see it selling anything big. Let me know, because I can tell you that every time I go to stores and I ask them about the watches and all that kind of stuff, wearables just don't sell that much in general. But they have seen a spike with the Galaxy watches. I guess presumably the gold one has been the one that a lot of people are getting. I, for one, absolutely love my Galaxy watch. The review for this will be coming out this week. It's the best smartwatch I've ever had. Period. Period. Reasons why. Find out, subscribe. Hey, how's it doing? How's your weekend going? Long and just you know, working every day. Did have some fun last night. I got off early off of work and got to go to the Schmodown, which if you're not familiar with Schmodown, it's this thing that Collider Video does, and it's basically a really cool movie trivia show, which I could destroy everyone on the Inner Geekdom because I got more answers than they did right. Just saying. But you know, it is what it is. You know, Christian Harloff is afraid to put me on there because I would just destroy every Inner Geekdom person. But you know that. But it's a really cool show, and yeah, I had a lot of fun with that yesterday. Let's see. Will 5G be the big thing at CES 2019? If not, what will it be? I don't think it will be the big thing. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think. What was the big thing of CES this year? We didn't really have the notches yet. The notches really came in MWC. I would assume 5G would be the big thing at MWC this year, to be more honest. I don't see 5G being the big thing. I don't, because it won't roll out at that point yet. Like it's not gonna. It might be hyped up. But let's see. AI was the big thing at CES. Everything had to have AI. Smartphones, TVs, everything had to have AI. So AI was the big thing this past year. I guess it could be 5G, but I just don't. I don't know. I don't see it yet. But yeah, I think it could be fingerprint scanner display. I can still tell you at CES of 2018, Vivo was the only phone that had a touchscreen fingerprint scanner in the display, and everyone wanted to go to that place. Like, it was packed, and it was not placed where everyone could find it either. You had to like ask everyone, hey, where's Vivo? Like, you really had to find it. Luckily they had contacted us, so we had emailed back and forth, and I was like, yes, we got to go there, we got to cover it, you know, absolutely. So yeah, but that was the whole thing. So yeah, that was it. Is Pelican case and Rhino Guard case screen protector good for the Note? I have not reviewed either one of those, so I do not know. I have not checked out Pelican cases in a long time. Rhino Guard I've heard is good, but for my money, again, White Stone is just the best one. That's a very stylish planet in the corner of your of the room, man. Yes, thank you. What was it? Greens from the future. Woohoo! It's 12:06. It's been a while since I've been able to do weekly on Sunday. It's Sunday somewhere. Make weekly Sunday again. Yes, make mobile weekly Sunday again. As we get more views, I can definitely make mobile weekly Sunday again. So let's make it Sunday again. Share this with people. Share all the videos I have with people. And also download the app, 50 First Date Questions. I think I still have the image here. Download that app, give it 5 stars, share it with any one of your friends that's dating because they need the help. That's my advertisement. Wait for 5G. We'll wait for 5G. Giggity. I would wait for 5G version of the S10. So a lot of people will actually wait for 5G. That's really interesting. Is the OnePlus better than the S9 Plus or the Note 9? No, my Note 9 is easily better than the OnePlus 6. I will say that easily. It's also a lot more money, so keep that in mind. So yeah, if you're just asking which one's better, there's a difference between better and good for the money. That's what I really want to clarify, and I feel like I'm going to talk about that over and over again towards the best smartphones of the year, because I don't think the OnePlus 6, even the OnePlus 16, maybe, we'll see how the camera improves. I don't think the OnePlus 6T will be in the top 3 smartphones of the year. I think it'll be in the top 5, but I don't think it'll be the top 3. Simply because, is there better out there? Is the question. It's not is it the best phone? it's the best phone for the price, easily. But that's the whole debate, I would say. Hey, bro, missed you. Missed all you guys, too. Hey, a whole bunch of questions just loaded. Everyone drink. Yeah, I've been waiting for the OnePlus 6T. I'm thinking about trading in my G7 for the OnePlus 6T, but I don't know for sure, though. I would say that's probably a good trade-in, man. Just in my opinion, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah. There was a new link into the iPhone X Plus. Not that that's much any better. I know, no, Apple screwed themselves by calling it the iPhone 10, but it just has an X. They should have just said it's the iPhone X. They should have just, because we all call it the iPhone X anyway. We should have just called it the iPhone X, and then you could have just called it the iPhone X2, iPhone XL, iPhone 2X. Brian Tong is a genius for coming up with that one. 2X would have been the perfect name. You missed it, Apple. You missed the boat. But yeah. Well, there's rumors that the iPhone... there's rumors that the iPhone might have a pen like the S Pen. No, those rumors are false. LTE is plenty good enough for mobile. I use several hundred gigs per month. I put my Note 9 to task, I see. Download 5x 2 gig files at the same time in 30 minutes while watching the YouTube Tech Guy live stream. I appreciate that, Tank. You could say the iPhone XS Max is excessive. Good one. I just want to say, yeah, can I get the iPhone extra small? Just saying. I hear that they just slashed the price on the first Razer phone. Yes, they did. It is now $400. I actually posted that on Twitter. If you guys do follow me on Twitter, that is probably where I post the most during the week. So while I'm not doing videos, but I see any sales or anything like that, I post them there. So definitely follow me on Twitter, just at the YouTube Tech Guy, for all that information. Will the 5G in the US actually be real 5G? Much like the problem with 4G really was 3.5G and LTE actually was real 4G. Yes, from what I'm hearing, there will be true 5G. However, the speeds will vary greatly, but I mean, to be considered 5G, it's going to be like you're talking hundreds of megabits per second at the very least, which is still better than what we're getting now. So yeah. Do you still have the Razer phone? No, I sold the Razer phone a while back, earlier this year, when Razer released a laptop, but their whole thing looked like it was going to release a phone, like their teaser poster looked like it was going to be a phone. So I was like, aha, I'm going to sell my Razer phone right before the new one comes out and be ready. And it wasn't. It was a laptop, so I've been waiting for the new Razer phone. Pixel event. I'm hearing the new iPads will fit the keyboard in portrait mode only. They have to be kidding. Yeah, no, I heard that too, and yeah, I think they're really gonna do that. Apple. Steve Jobs would be proud. No, he wouldn't. Any news why Best Buy is not releasing pre-order blue 512 Note 9s in stores, but they have them online? I am not sure about that. That's kind of interesting because I can tell you Samsung's own website does not have any. They are back ordered. Last I checked, which let's check again right now. Last I checked, they were back ordered until the 29th and the 30th for all the carriers. So let me check right now on Samsung's own website to see how far back they are right now. So let's see. So if I want to get a Galaxy Note 9, 512. Oh, wait. This was the wrong way to do it. I was actually checking out, but then I can only check one phone at a time. So let's check the entire lineup. Okay, so the 512 version will be available if you bought it from Samsung right now, September 30th still. So it's still September 30th for you to get a 512 Blue directly from Samsung. So I don't think it's anything annoying that Best Buy is doing, although I'm sure they're annoying. But I don't think it's anything to do with Best Buy. I think it is an inventory restraint. I think if you probably did order it right now and bought it from Best Buy, you would still have the same waiting game issue. That's my guess, but who knows? iPhone XS Max versus Note 9, what is better? We'll have to wait and see. I do not know anything about the new iPhone yet, although I'm hearing it's not going to be that much different. Hey, that would be awesome if you could go to New York event. You could say hi to Alex for me. Yes, I would love to go, and it would be a lot of fun. My Note 8 has Whitestone screen protector, 10 months, still perfect. Awesome, yeah, so another person that loves the Whitestone ones. How does that work with iOS? How does the Galaxy Watch work with iOS? So basically the main downside to the Galaxy Watch with iOS is really text messages. You can see the notification of iMessage, but you cannot reply to it. You cannot do anything like that. So you see all your notifications, but you cannot reply with iMessage. So that's the biggest downfall by far. But yeah, other than that, you get all your notifications just like you would. You get your health stuff, but it doesn't, from what I've heard, it doesn't work with Apple's health app, which I forget what it is, but yeah. 2020 will be the year of more and better smart wearables like AR glasses, or too soon to happen. 2020, I think that could be the start of AR glasses yet again. Man, I thought of it the other day. Wouldn't it be so cool to get a Google Glass now? Like if they were like $500, I would probably get it. I really have to check how much they are out. How to know if an APK is safe to download? I would say that really depends on where you're downloading it from. If you're not downloading it from like a reputable site like APK Mirror that, you know, has safe APKs, probably shouldn't. I don't know. I mean, I would say, where are you downloading it from? If it happens, I will call Verizon and ask if it's worth for 5G. I see, that's a good way of going about it. Although Verizon are salespeople, so they're probably just going to tell you yes. In my opinion, there is no best phone in the world. Just saying, FYI. Yeah, that's a good way to think about it. Glad you're back on Sundays. Impossible to watch on Wednesdays. Work starts at 4 a.m. Oof. Thank you for tuning in for this, at least, Jose. I appreciate it. And I would not expect you to try to do that if you're working that time. The watch will sell out before the iPhone at launch, making it hard to get. But like, oh, so you're just saying it's going to be very limited? I just don't see why people are going to suddenly want the new Apple Watch, because the last gen Apple Watch didn't sell as much as the one. Like they're not selling more. How to know an APK to download? Run an antivirus after you download it before you install it. That's a good practice. Where can I buy your merchandise? In the link in the description, there is all the merchandise stuff. Yes, it will be back Wednesday next time. Although next Wednesday we're gonna have a Mobile Weekly live, but it's gonna be in the morning because we're just going to be watching the Apple launch event and then talking about everything after. So yes, this Wednesday, it'll be Wednesday morning when Apple launches on September 12th, when Apple launches their new phone. We're gonna watch it live and I'm gonna comment on everything, and you know, we'll have lots of fun. A good laptop or desktop with 8 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte of storage for $700 or less. I mean, I just can't find that out right now. I did in the video that I did with the I did a tech rant on the Surface Go. Check out the tech rant on the Surface Go in the description. I have laptops up to $650 Laptops only though, not desktops, because you can get desktops with more stuff for that price. And all different links for, I think it was about 8 or 10 different laptops for under $650 that would be great. I don't think any of them had an i7, but you're not asking for one. But I think they were i5. I think one had an i7, actually, the most expensive one. But yeah, so check those out. It depends on the area. The 5G, yeah, they said it's gonna. They said that about 4G, how it was supposed to be faster than 3G. So I don't see a difference. Yeah, we'll see. I'm curious. I think it's gonna be all in metropolitan areas for a while. So LA will get it. Instead of the blue color Note, when will they come get back with the black phone? I don't know if they will, to be honest. Samsung will release a new color in the holiday season. Whether that'll be black or whether that'll be a different color, not sure. But yeah, they'll release a new color in the holiday season. That happens with Samsung too. My Note 9 is in stock at the warehouse, but they've been waiting for FedEx to pick up and deliver for over a week. I know because I call Samsung daily for updates. Dang, Xavier, I'm so sorry, man. That sucks. Will and when will the Tab S4 reduce in price? The Tab S4 will reduce in price. The Verizon version is already $100 less, I think. So yeah, the Tab S4 should reduce in price in the next month and a half, maybe 2 months, but I would see it reducing in price, absolutely. Or throwing in the keyboard for free permanently. That's another thing I can see them doing. We're 90 watching. Come on, guys, hit the like button at the bottom and share. Support Ricky as YouTube Tech Guy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That is Hamid. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Are you going to review the Xiaomi Pocophone F1? That is a question that, man, I've been thinking about. Tomorrow, our Essential Phone review comes out, and that was one of the phones that I was going to recommend until I realized that if you're in the US, you only really want to get it if you have AT&T. The T-Mobile version will only, the T-Mobile band that it supports is up to 3G. I'm basically going to do a whole video on this, but for you guys that are still watching the show, you know, almost an hour in, little preview basically, the Pocophone, it doesn't support a lot of LTE networks in the US, so depending on where you're going to use it, is going to be where you want to use it. So I'm going to go over in that video who you would want to, why you would want to get it if you're in the US, where you can get it from, and a good website to always check on if you want to buy a Chinese phone in the US and see if it's compatible with your network. And if it is compatible with your network, how compatible with your network. So we'll go over all of that. Is T-Mobile and Sprint still merging? As of right now, yes, but we'll see. I have a problem with AT&T 4G signal in my home. I have to use Wi-Fi, sell data, won't work at home, in the home. Can it be fixed? Thanks. The only possibility I would say is if you get their little modem thing. I don't know if they'll have them in stores. Typically you have to get it directly from like AT&T's, like you have to call them up or go online and order it. But basically what this device does is if you have a really crappy signal in your home, you get this little box. You plug it in to your router and it boosts your signal dramatically at the house. So that would be the way to do it. So yeah, that would be the best way to do it. Let's see. Do you use smart lock? Do you have any issues with, I do not use smart lock. Oh, yeah, no, I don't use smart lock really, because I actually do not. I know this always surprises people because I'm so techie. I don't have a lock screen on my phone. I don't need it. My whole thing is if someone I use VPNs, and if someone tries to steal my phone and takes it, well, I can wipe it off with one click. So yeah, I don't know. I don't use the lock screen. and I have nothing to hide from my wife. So yeah, there you go. Those are the reasons to have a lock screen, and I don't need them. So yeah, no, I do not have a lock screen. But if I did have a lock screen, I would use smart lock. Do you have any issues with the phone being unlocked under the wrong circumstances or locked when it shouldn't be? No, I never did when I used it, but I haven't used it in a while. Android Q is next. Android Quiche? I don't know. NyQuil? No, I don't know. Oh, also, did you enjoy your birthday and get some good stuff? I did enjoy my birthday. As you guys know, I did work on my birthday, so I didn't really celebrate, which was a first for me. I always am the guy who like loves to go out and celebrate, have a big thing over the weekend, all that kind of stuff. But because I had to work on my birthday, I just didn't feel like celebrating. So it's okay because my friends all said double or nothing next year. So next year I got to go big on my birthday celebration. But yeah, what I did was I had breakfast. My mom, brother, and dad came out and had breakfast with them along with my wife and my daughter. And then when I got home from work, my daughter had not seen Infinity War yet, and I had not seen it since it came out digitally. So I was like, you know what, that would be a good, like, let's, when we get home, like, why don't we all watch it and everything, and my wife agreed. And then they surprised me with this really cool sparkling, you can see it on Instagram or Twitter, this really cool sparkler cake that my wife was afraid she was going to burn the house down, because it was like sparkling. It was crazy. And it was, you know, 32, so it had 32 on it, sparkler. And it was great. It was an ice cream cake, Oreo, so yeah, a lot of fun. I want to start seeing difference in smartphones. Would like smartphone, tablet, wearables, and want to use different designs, more storage, more RAM, better camera quality, better processors. I would want all those things too, definitely. Glad I can count on you for information. Thank you. Keep up the great work. Thank you. I appreciate that. Because every smartphone has the same design. It's in square like rectangle. Nothing really changed, but the price on the phone all times. Nowhere control over. Yeah, no, I agree that we haven't seen that much innovation. I think that's why I'm somewhat excited about bendable phones, because it's something different. It's a different form factor than the candy bar style, all screen display that we're going toward. It's something different, and I like that. Let's see. Buying the new iPhone? Yes, we will be buying the new iPhone for the channel. It will be the XS, X to the max, X to the extreme, whatever they call it. Yeah, the big one. Yes. Let's see. I have T-Mobile Cell Spot, my professional home indoor LT 4G LTE. Yeah, a lot of people love those things. How do you wipe your phone with one click? I haven't done a video on that in a long time, actually. Maybe I do need to do a refresher. It's now called Find My Device, but it was called Android Device Manager. So when you sign into a Gmail account on your phone, this is on by default, so you never have to worry if it was turned on. If you sign into your Gmail account, this is turned on by default. You can sign into Google and then do a Google search once you're signed in for, let's see, Android Device Manager. And the first thing that comes up is Find My Device by Google. And once you're logged in, you can see every single, and believe me, since I have a lot of them, you can see every single device you've logged into. And jeez, I have so many. And with any of these, you can make a sound, so you can have them go off and ring. Let me see, I shall do this right now to my Note 9. Watch, I'm just gonna make it ring. From anywhere in the world I can do this. Shout out if you watch Supernatural. But yeah, so you can make any of them ring. You can also, to find it, and then by the way, mine is on vibrate, so yes, it will actually ring even if it's on vibrate or silent. And you can also erase it with that. But yeah, maybe I should do a new one on that. I haven't done it in a little while, so yeah, maybe I'll do a new one on that. Let's see. Let's see. What will Apple announce that we won't see for a year? The wireless charger again. I don't know. I don't know if the new MacBook is coming out. Or sorry, not MacBook. The new Mac Pro. The new Mac Pro. The new desktop that was supposed to come out for a while now. I don't know if it's still going to come out this year. I feel like it's going to come out next year. I would say if they do release a new AirPods, it will probably come out next year. Is Whitestone screen protector difficult to put on? You can actually see the entire video of me putting it on. It has a detailed step-by-step instructions. It's very hard to mess up. If I didn't mess it up, you probably won't mess it up because I am horrible at putting screen protectors on. Horrible. What do you think of the new Spider-Man game? I am absolutely in love with it. I do blame it for... I was supposed to have the Essential Review out last night and this morning. I didn't have it up either time because I was playing the Spider-Man game. I'm in love with it, but I really... I have to watch out how much I play it. I think I'm just going to go through the entire story mode because like I haven't been playing the story. I've been just having too much fun, stopping crime, getting backpacks and all this kind of stuff. So I think I need to go through the actual story Tuesday and Wednesday, and hopefully I'll be able to release the review by Friday, but we'll see. Did the YouTube tech daughter enjoy the... She is the tech girl. We have given her official name, and yeah. Not having her own YouTube channel yet, though. She's shy. Did she enjoy Infinity War? She cried a couple times, and she was very upset. She was like kind of like my wife was at the end of the movie. What is this? Like, where's the rest of the movie? This can't be the end, because she had never seen a movie that ended on a down note. She's only seen happy endings. This was her first non-happy ending movie. Yeah. Which is better, Tomb Raider or Uncharted? I like probably the personality of Nathan Drake more than Lara Croft, but I don't know. I think the gameplay, it's a close one. I actually do not play either one of them that much, to be honest. I very seldomly dab in them. My wife is actually the big player of that, which is why I need to beat Spider-Man this week, because Shadow of the Tomb Raider comes out next week, and we can't have a war on the PS4 on who gets to play because Spider-Man does whatever Spider can. Let's see. Smart lock continued. Note 9 will not store biometric data without no security. I hate that. It's probably my biggest issue with Samsung smartphones right now, actually. I'm going to do a tech rant on that. I know it already, because I hate it. Why don't you save the biometric data? You used to do that on, like, it was like the S7 or the S8 just fine, and then all of a sudden they wouldn't save it if you didn't have it on the lock screen. It's stupid. I just wanted to use it for my Samsung Pay, and it wouldn't let me. It's annoying. Tech rant. Yeah, like you're saying, you have to do biometric data in order to do it. There's just no way around it. It sucks. Extreme. Do you know how to put a cable company's router into a bridge mode? I can use it as my Google Wi-Fi mesh actual router. No, I have not ever done that. I just like... So I just disabled my router from the provider and just connected into my mesh routers right next to it. So I disable the Wi-Fi on my router and then just have the mesh network do it all. So yeah, that's how I do it. Yep. All right. They should name the iPhone DMX. Hey, DMX is too good for the iPhone. To the extreme. That's a good looking plant in the corner room, man. Are you the second person that said that or the first person? Yeah. Let's see. My Note 8 would back it up to the Samsung Cloud. Kansas, great ringtone, yeah. I love the Galaxy F. Will buy it, but miss the S Pen. What's your thoughts? I always miss the S Pen when I leave it, to be honest. I really always miss it. I love the S Pen. I do. I just love for me, it's just as simple as this. I love being able to highlight any text. That is just something I miss every time I leave it. And it's something that, again, a lot of people might not use, but like as a person that needs certain text and I don't want to highlight the entire message, it's just so good. It's so good. I miss it every time I leave it. But yeah. Didn't know you had a daughter, Ricky. Yeah, that's because adopted last year. Didn't really talk about it much, and now I feel like I'm talking about it more. But yeah, a lot of people have said that on Instagram. Hell, friends on Facebook, even cousins on Facebook had no idea. So yeah, whole thing on that. Can't wait to see Venom. That comes out on October 5th. That's going to be a really good movie. I hope they come out with Venom PlayStation 4 game. Would be badass. It would actually be a really interesting expansion, to be honest, because Sony has 3 expansions for this game, Spider-Man game. So if Venom does good, you could see it doing the whole thing. But yeah, so Joseph, I hope you're correct. I think Venom's gonna be bad. I have a feeling. I have a feeling Venom's gonna be bad. I think that whole turd in the wind line was an indication of the writing that we're gonna get on that movie. I do not trust Sony. I don't trust Sony to make a good movie. I really don't. Marvel, yes. Fox, Deadpool, but nothing else really. I don't trust Sony to make a good movie. I hope I'm wrong. I hope you're right. I'm gonna go there and they're optimistic. I'm gonna go Venom. I love the Venom character. I feel like more so with Spider-Man, but we're gonna have to really see. I still have my S7. I really missing out on anything, or should I wait? I mean, look, S7 to Note 9, huge upgrade. Battery life, ridiculously so much better. Camera quality, the low light is night and day difference. A lot of other things, yes, but those two I would say are going to be your biggest differences. Those what you're missing out on. Can I buy the Poco phone on Amazon? Yes, that is one of the places you can buy it. I would wait later this week for my video to come out on should you buy the Poco phone. I think we're releasing it on Tuesday. Do you play PC games? Not really. I did before. I wasn't back in the Counter-Strike Go days. I was back in the Counter-Strike days. But yeah, I played Faster Than Light. That was probably the last game I played. That was like last year. But yeah, I haven't played too many online PC games anymore. Used to back in the day, Warcraft, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, just not as much anymore. Bigsby 2.0 thoughts. We will be doing a video on that. I think that's going to be next week, to be honest. Not this week, just because we have so many things. I'm trying to find the best features of Bigsby 2.0. I'm trying to give Samsung time, though, to fix the bugs. We'll have to wait and see. Bigsby on the watch, I can tell you, is not good. But yeah. Sony good for tech movies, not so much. Yeah, good for tech movies, not so much. Yeah. What phone case did you have on the Note 9 last week? I think it was dark blue. No, it was actually black. It was the Ringke, spelled R-I-N-G-K-E, Ringke Fusion X. A lot of people asked me about this case. We did a video on all the Ringke cases. The link is in the video too. So you can go check it out and you can see, because we have the Fusion and the Fusion X. I did prefer the Fusion X, definitely, but that one I had last week, and everyone, it got a lot of videos. So Rinky, I hope you're happy, but a lot of people asked about that case. It's an awesome case. It's the best one I've ever used from Rinky, and it's one that I would definitely recommend. How is the translation on Bixby? It's okay. It's okay. I personally still think Google Translate's better. When I needed to translate, I actually had a Korean document from a bank. It was a whole thing. But basically, I had a Korean document from a bank, and I tried to use the S Pen, or Bixby rather, to translate it. It wasn't as good as just when I took a photo with Google Translate and did it line by line. It was so much better. So good, but not on that level. Well, I really want Spider-Man game, so I'm going to try to get it this week. The Spider-Man game is awesome. Trust me, you'll love it. Best tech device you like to have. One fancy one. Google Glass, Galaxy F. Best tech device you would like to have? Tesla? I mean, if you're telling me, you know, the best one, I would love to have a Tesla. That I would love to have my next car. But yeah, Google Glass I wanted forever, although, you know, now it's not supported, so I mean, I don't know how good that would be. I would say I would really love to have a laptop that was a full desktop replacement at a 15-inch screen. Like, I want one of those ones that a lot of these, you know, big time YouTubers have, and, you know, I wish I could get the kind of income they have and everything like that. But yeah, if I could have like one 15-inch laptop that is just a beast, that is better than my desktop, and that, you know, does everything for my photo editing, video editing, all that kind of stuff, has that kind of power, like a $2,000 laptop, that would be one thing that would make my life so much easier. Another thing would be to upgrade my camera. I wish I could easily have the Panasonic GH5. That's the camera that I've wanted for a long time. So that would be great to just have a way better camera. And that's the one I would want. If I could get any camera, I think I would still get that one, even over the Sonys. But yeah, so yeah, those are the things that Tesla, if it's on the cards. Second would be the, what did I say a second ago? The camera was the third, and then I forgot what I just said. What would be the second one? But yeah, Google Glass should be a scouter. I've said that from the beginning. They should make the lens green, and one of the apps should be power level. It's too easy. Shut up, Google. Thanks for all your hard work. I appreciate it. I'll DM you on Instagram. Give me your PlayStation username. Yeah, I could. I'm trying to remember what the heck my PlayStation username is. I don't really communicate online on my PlayStation. I just haven't. Restwell, thank you. How'd I buy the Note 9? Should wait for the iPhone XS Plus. I'm already using the Note 8. See if the iPhone XS Plus excites you. That's the thing I would say. Spider-Man is better than the past games. Yes, this Spider-Man is the first one that is hands down better than Spider-Man 2, and that's saying a lot to anyone that played that game. Spider-Man is one of my favorite all-time, besides the Hulk. Favorites, like, of characters. Yeah, I did gravitate towards the real ones. Spider-Man and Batman were always my two favorites on Marvel and DC. If you have the Gear 3, is it worth upgrading to the Galaxy Watch at all? Yes. Like, yes. I had the Gear 3. I own a Galaxy Watch. Yes. Battery life is just so much better. Unlike anything. Like the review will be coming out this week. It's yes. Yes. Alright guys, we are going to call that a show. Thank you guys so much for your time, but I'm getting, haven't eaten, and yeah, long day. But yeah, I just wanted to do this video for you guys because, again, I do apologize for not doing it Wednesday. Again, this Wednesday, we're going to have a weekly, but it's basically a live show while the iPhone is being announced. So that will be the show, and I'll answer all your questions, and we'll watch it live together. But yeah, really, again, thank you guys for all your support. I really want to say that, like, I keep trying and I keep going and I keep putting out all these YouTube videos, and I just appreciate all you guys' support. I really do. So yeah, thank you guys always so much for watching. Hope give a like, thumbs up down below. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, why don't you go ahead and subscribe up there. Make sure you follow us on social media right here. And of course, check out our latest video up there. And right down here, you're going to find the perfect video for you. Or at least that's what YouTube tells me. Thanks again.